Hello and welcome to another Sandia Mountain Natural History Center quick trip. Today we are near Abiquiu, New Mexico in a place called Ghost Ranch. Now you may have heard of Ghost Ranch because of all the movies that have been filmed here, like 310 to Yuma and parts of Oppenheimer. Or maybe you've heard of Ghost Ranch because that's where one of the most important fossils, our state fossil, the Coelophysis, was discovered. Or maybe you're a big art fan and love George O'Keeffe paintings, because she lived here for a while. But that's where we are in Ghost Ranch, heading up a trail called Box Canyon. That's going to get us into a little canyon up ahead. So we're filming this in early May, and the runoff is pretty severe, so it's possible we won't make it all the way to the end. But if we do make it to the end, we'll be rewarded with probably a pretty tall waterfall, but right now it's up in the air whether we make it that far. So these cliffs that are towering probably well over 100 feet above us were at one time giant sand dunes, probably about 100 million, maybe a little bit more than that years ago. And they've been slowly cut through by this stream, and the canyon is getting more and more narrow as we go. Kind of an interesting little bit of geology. Here we got a whole bunch of dry rock come down, and right there out of that crack is groundwater flowing right down this hill, contributing to the creek.
All along this creek bed, we've been noticing lots of big boulders that are out of place. And that means that water actually carried them down. You have to imagine the force of water so big that flash flooding was able to carry not just a rock this size, but a rock this size or bigger. And the way that you can tell that they came from somewhere else and didn't just fall off the cliffside is that we have a lot of different kinds of rocks here. We have a crystalline type of limestone, and we have this really red sandstone, and then other formations of sandstone, and all different rocks jumbled together from that movement.
So in past years that I've been to this spot, there's been a waterfall shooting off of this ledge. And we can see that by all this debris down here. So no waterfall, but there's still a creek. You may be wondering how that's possible, but if we look at this wall once again, we have dry and wet. And this spring we can actually see the line of vegetation all along this wall running down the canyon, and that is how this creek is being formed.